What is up, guys? Hold on 1 second. I just have to move some stuff in order to see what my questions are, because I am doing the end of the year book tag again. Now, I did this last year, and I don't remember what my answers were. I don't remember if I did the books that I said I was going to read. Don't remember anything. All I remember is the first book I read this year was either The Voice of the Night by Dean Koontz or The Turtle Boy by Keelan Patrick Burke. And both books were phenomenal coming of age stories. I adored them. So yeah, so this is the end of the year book tag, and here are the questions. Number 1, are there books you started this year that you need to finish? The answer to that is yes. is a solid in bold yes. I really need to read and finish a lot of books. I have one just recently that I started. I read 130 something pages into it, then I stopped. And I hate that about me, is that when it comes to longer pieces of fiction, I have trouble finishing it. So anything that's above 250 pages, it's really hard for me to finish. And I'm sorry if I'm moving around a lot. I'm standing up and my leg hurts. So, but yeah, I could sit down. I have a chair right here, but I'm not gonna do it. Anyways, what was I saying? Oh yeah, Wrath James White's The Resurrectionist is one book that I started this year, and I need to finish. I started it in November, like the middle of November, I think, and I stopped reading it about a week ago, so I could read The Visitor by Sergio Gomez, which is a seasonal read, and if I don't read it now, then I'm not going to read it the rest of the year until Christmas time comes around again, and that's not fair. So I wanted to read it while it was hot and new, and I did. It was a lot of fun. So yeah, but I stopped reading The Resurrectionist because of that one reasoning. Ugh, I can't talk today. I also have a ton of other books. I have a Ronald Kelly book called Bloodkin. I'm past like 220 pages into that book, and I need to finish it. It has like 362 pages, and I'm almost to the halfway point. So, or I am at the halfway point, or I'm just above it. I'm not really sure. But, I mean, if I read 220 pages and it's a 362-page book, then I'm past the halfway mark. So, anyways, yeah, I have Bloodkin by Ronald Kelly to finish. I have The Resurrectionist by Wrath James White to finish. What else do I have? I have a bunch of books from, like, last year that I need to finish. Geez. This is a hard question, honestly, because I can't remember what's on my need to finish shelf, you know? But those two books right there, Bloodkin by Ronald Kelly and The Resurrectionist by Wrath James White, is two books I really need to finish, and I'm not going to finish, anytime soon. It's definitely going to be a 2021 read for me. I also started, and I'm still reading currently, Cruel Summer by Wesley Southard. I was given this for review for free, and I was given early access to the book, so I need to read this book. And I'm really thoroughly enjoying it. It's like, this is a really good book. Now, that being said, I'm only 5% through this book. Got a ways to go. I already hate one of the main characters, but you're supposed to hate him, I feel. He has no good qualities, and he's painted in a poor light. So I just have this feeling that you're not supposed to like him. So I don't like him, and I can't wait for him to be disfigured or killed or murdered, or his soul to be damned by Pinhead himself, or a Cenobite of some sort. Anyways, yeah. So the question number 2, I know there's a lot more for question number 1. I have so many books that I need to finish, but I can't think of any at the moment. So, yeah. But anyways, we will continue on to question number 2. So, do you have an autumnal book to transfer... excuse me, sorry, I'm spitting everywhere. to transition into the end of the year? No. Well, not really. I'm just going to read whatever book I've been reading, and when the new year starts, that's the book that I'm going to continue reading. So right now it's Cruel Summer by Wesley Southard. I got a long ways to go in that book, so I'm guessing that's going to be the book that I'm going to transition into the new year with. And then when the new year starts, I have a few books that I'm going to read. I'm not sure if that's a question on here, so I'm not going to answer it now. But anyways, yeah, Cruel Summer by Wesley Southard. Number 3, is there a new release you're still waiting for? Yes, there's a few John Nathan books that I'm looking forward to. I think there's one called Dead Disposal Bodies or something like that. I can't remember what it's called. Disposal Bodies or something like that. I can't remember. It's like Service. I don't remember what it's called. The cover's in my head. Maybe I'll flash it on the screen somewhere. But yeah, I have that book that's coming out. Then there's one that John Nathan wrote that's based on the Slipmouth woman from Japan folklore, which terrified me as a kid. I just looked her up one day and saw an image of her, and I flipped out. I was scared, man. So to see an origin story based on that woman would be really entertaining. So that's another one I'm looking forward to. Aaron Beauregard has a crime pulp horror book. I don't know what it's called. I think it's called Yellow. I'm not really sure though. James is barking a little bit, so I'm gonna pat him a little bit. And Lula's chewing on something. What are you chewing on, baby girl? Good boy. Good boy. What was the question again? Is there a release you're still waiting for? Yes, the John Nathan books, Aaron Beauregard books. Geez, there's another one that I'm looking forward to. I have it saved on my Amazon, but it hasn't come out yet. It's gone. I don't remember what it was. But yeah, there's a few books that I'm waiting for to be released. So yeah. Number 4, what is 3 books you want to read by the end of the year? Dude, the end of the year is here. It's 26th of December, so there's no way I'm finishing 3 books in like 5 days. Well, 4 days, really. It's not going to happen. I doubt I'll finish a book at this point in time. You know, I didn't read at all today. It was mostly a writing day for me. I wrote a little bit in my horror noir story, and I wrote a little bit of a short story that I'm writing for a Dark Carnival anthology. So I'm hoping that I make it into it, but we'll see. But anyways, that's what I've been doing today. I haven't really been reading, so I've been kind of being a protagonist. Or not protagonist. Oh my gosh, see, I've been writing too much. What's the word I'm looking for? I've been procrastinating. I'm a procrastinator right now. That's the word I was looking for, not protagonist. I've been procrastinating a lot with my reading, and I've been writing instead. Writing. And yeah. So the answer to number 4 is no way am I reading 3 books by the end of the year, starting at this point in time. All right. Number 5. Is there a book you think you could still... sorry, I read that wrong. Is there a book you think could still shock you and become your favorite book of the year? Well, like I said, there's no way I'm going to finish a book by the end of the year. It's the 26th of December, so... But if I were to hop back into the Resurrectionist and just motor through the rest of the book, I'm pretty sure that would make my top 10 list for sure. It's a good book. There's been a little bit of a repetitive and boring chapters here and there, but overall I've been enjoying the book a lot, so yeah. But that being said, it's going to be a next year read for me, so maybe next year will be in the top 10 for sure. I mean, it doesn't have much competition at the moment, but we'll see. Wrath James White is one of my favorite authors. I read Skins by him. I'm reading The Resurrectionist by him. Him and Ronald Kelly are 2 influential writers for me, so I'm hoping to one day write extreme horror like Wrath James White, but at the same time write like these coming-of-age stories like Ronald Kelly. So if I could write an extreme coming-of-age story, that would be like lunacy. That would blow my mind. James is speaking up a storm over there. I don't know what he's saying. He looks so cute, though. No. No. But anyways, let's move on to number 6. Have you already started making reading plans for 2021? Yes, I have. Like I said before, Cruel Summer by Wesley Southard is one that I need to read fairly soon. Then you have The Resurrectionist by Wrath James White, which should be the next read after Wesley Southard's Cruel Summer. Then after that, it's up in the air. I have a few books I definitely want to read. There's a few books in the Rewind or Die series that I want to jump into. There's one in particular called Blood Lake Monster, which sounds freaking fantastic. It's by Renee Miller, I believe, and yeah, it's just a book that I really want to read. And the synopsis just really sold me, and the cover was pretty neat. I gotta crack my ankle, but I can't. There we go. Oh man, that hurt. But it felt good at the same time. But anyways, yeah, Renee Miller's Blood Lake Monster looks really good. Then I have Hairspray and Switchblades by V. Castro. Or, not V. Castro. Wait, is that right? V. Castro? Anyways, it's from someone with that name. Then there's another Rewind or Die series book I want to read. But I'm forgetting the name of it at the moment. No, it's gone. It's honestly gone. I don't remember what it was called. I feel like I know the author's name, though, but I'm not thinking correctly at the moment. So, yeah, V. Castro, Renee Miller, and another book by a female author. Oh boy. Hold on. This is gonna kill me if I don't look it up. So it's on my computer for sure. I know that. So hang in with me for a second there. I apologize for this. Oh, here's another one. I'll mention that one after I finish the Rewind or Die series. Talking about it, that is. Let's go to my orders. Yeah, the Blood Lake Monster, Hairspray and Switchblades. That's it. Then you have, let me put this back down for you guys. Then we have Benny Rose, the Cannibal King, by Haley Piper, who also wrote a book she wrote a book called, what was it called? Oh man, I'm forgetting. I'm gonna look her up online real quick. I can't remember the name of her book, but Uptown Horror Reviews did a. Sorry, I thought she was gonna do something else. He did a review on this book. Oh, The Worm and His Kings by Haley Piper. That's the book I'm thinking of. So yeah, she wrote that book, but this one's called Benny Rose, the Cannibal King. Then I have a few, like those are the Rewind or Die series. I'm not gonna tell you all the other books that I bought, but yeah, those 3 Rewind or Die series I really want to jump into. I think I also have Food Fight on my ebook, as an ebook, on both my phone and my Amazon Fire and my tablet, that is, and my laptop. So I think I have the story Food Fight. I don't remember who that's by. Something Bell, I think. I can't remember the name. But maybe I'm just thinking Taco Bell because the book's called called Food Fight or something like that. Yeah. So let's just jump right back into the questions. I think we're done, actually. Yeah, we're done. Sorry, I didn't mean to sigh in all y'all's ears. But yeah, that's my reading month for January, basically. If you wanted a TBR for January, then you basically got one. I'm going to be reading Cruel Summer by Wesley Southard, The Resurrectionist by Rat James White, 3 books in the Rewind or Die series, one by Renee Miller called Blood Lake Monster, one by V. Castro, which is called The Hairspray and Switchblades, and then Haley Piper's Benny Rose, The Cannibal King. Those are the books I have for January that I want to read. Now, February, John Nathan. I think I'm going to have a whole John Nathan month where I might only be able to read 2 or 3 books a month, but I am going to read some John Nathan. You know, writing takes a lot of time out of my reading schedule because I find time to write, I find time to read. But those two clash all the time, and I have to choose between the two. And for honestly, I need to write a lot because I hope to have a big year in 2021. And speaking of writing, let's do a quick little writing vlog while James barks up a little storm. What am I writing? A lot. Shush, James. Shush, buddy. I'm currently writing a horror noir called Noir Gore Galore. It has another name to it, but I don't know which name I'm going to pick. So right now it's called Noir Gore Galore. But if the title doesn't fit the story, if there's no gore and it's barely noir, then I'm going to change the name to The Oddballs or just The Oddball. One of the two. Or, well, 3, I guess. But, yeah, I've been writing that one. I think I've written 15 pages. I'm working on chapter 2 and the prologue. I know that seems weird, like, if I'm on chapter 2, I should already have the prologue finished, but what I did is I started writing chapter 1, and then I had an idea for an intro to the story, so I was like, okay, I'm going to write the prologue next, but then I kept writing the chapter 1, and then I finished chapter 1, then I started writing chapter 2, and then in the middle of chapter 2, I got to write this prologue before I forget it, so I went back, started writing the prologue, and then I've been bouncing back and forth between the prologue and chapter 2, so, like, it's like, whenever I have an idea for something, I do it, so, yes. I'm also writing a short story called The Incident on Nitro Train, which is about these 2 kids who are roller coaster junkies, and they hop onto a roller coaster called the Nitro Train. And that's all I'm going to say about it. It's about a pop-up carnival, and it's for a carnival, a dark carnival anthology. So I need to get over 3,000 words. Right now, I think we're at 1,200 words. So definitely need to boost up the intensity a little bit. I need to start describing things a little more. But basically, I don't think I'm going to reach the 3,000 word limit. I think I'm going to be just short. Because right now, I'm just doing filler at this point. I'm trying to give you an understanding of and who the characters are. I'm trying to build up, I guess. But right now it's at like 1,200 words, and I'm halfway through it. So if I were to even double what I have now, I don't think I'll make it to 3,000. It's 1,200, so another 1,200 would be 2,400. So that's not at all where I want to be. But I mean, we're in the first edits, though. We're in the first draft, the rough draft, you know. So there's a lot of drafts still to come. So you never know, maybe I can lengthen it somehow. I'm going to send the rough draft to some of my friends and see what they think. After it's edited, of course, because I want my editor to edit it at least once before I go and show everyone. Then I'm going to write a little bit more to it. Or maybe not. My editor doesn't like it when it's not fully ready to go. You know what I'm saying? So I probably will send all my, work naked to everyone. And when I say naked, I mean like it's not edited at all, So you see all my flaws, which is always scary because I hate when people see my flaws because it's happened before, and it wasn't a fun time. So now I am working on bettering myself and becoming a better writer, but I still need editing up the wazoo. So yeah, I am going to work on that short story a little bit more. I was going on a binge where I was writing for Triad, which is a supernatural story, and I'm not really good at supernatural stories, so. But then I ran out of ideas again, and I decided to put it to the side again. Space Waste was another thing I was writing. I know what I want to write next for Space Waste, but I don't know how to go about it. And plus, I have all these anthologies I want to write stories for, and so I can submit them, because I want this 2021 year to be the year where I'm at least in 2 anthologies, at least. Now, I do have an anthology coming out sometime in January or February with me in it, so I'm not counting that one because I was accepted into it in 2020. I want 2 acceptance letters going like in 2021, and then I want to release a bunch of books, self-published, published, I don't know, but I want to release a bunch of stuff. So I've been working really hard. Today I wrote over 4,000 words in 2 different stories. Man, it was a lot of work, and I've been super tired. I woke up at like 12 o'clock this morning, or afternoon, and I had a really rough start to the day, but you know, it's been a pretty good day. I've had like 2 energy drinks. I took my medicine when I should. So, you know, I was able to crank out the words today. And I hope tomorrow is a similar day. Because I really could use another 1,400 words in that short story. Or 1,200 words, or whatever word count I am at right now. I think I might actually be at 1,400 words. So if I double that tomorrow, that would be 2,800 words. And then if I finish it, then I can go back and strengthen a lot of the words, describe stuff a little bit more, and eventually boost it to the point where it's at that 3,000 word mark. But yeah, hopefully maybe I become like John Athan, where I'm releasing a book like every single like week of the year. That would be awesome. Yeah, that's my writing vlog. Been writing the horror noir. Been writing the short stories. I also have a short story. I don't remember what it's called, but I think it's called I'll Have You Over for Dinner or something like that. I forget what I called it, but it's about this guy who gets abducted by this crazy lady, and it's for a anthology called A Pile of Heads, A Pile of Bodies, Volume 1. I'm hoping I get into it, but I have to, you know, write the story. And the deadline, I think, is soon, so, yeah, I gotta get off my ass and start writing, you know? Today, I shouldn't have been writing my horror noir, or my crime horror, or whatever you want to call it. I really shouldn't have been writing that today. I really should have been writing my short stories. Like, if I ran out of ideas for one, I should hop to the other. And same with the next, you know. But I decided to jump into my horror noir because I'm so excited to write that thing. And yeah, it's coming along really well. I already sent a little rough copy to my friend so she could read it, because I'm dedicating it to her. And we and her came up with the idea for the story. So it's a little bizarre story. I wouldn't say it's full-blown bizarro, but it is a bizarre story. I'll give you a quick little synopsis, I guess, but I'm not really like deep enough into the book to actually create a synopsis. But I will hand you one anyways. So the story is called Noir Gore Galore, or Noir Gore Galore, my bad. And this story is about a guy named Dom. He has a crab hand. One hand that has a cleft hand. So, like, if you ever seen the serial killer named, I think his name was Grady Stiles? Yeah, Grady Stiles, a.k.a. Lobster Boy. He was in American Freak Show, which was an American Horror Story season something. He has a deformity known as, I'm going to jack this word up, ectrodactyl. I can't even say the word. I'm so sorry. I'll write it, but I won't speak it. If I ever get a narrator, I hope that he can narrate that, because I have no idea how to say that word. But anyways, Grady Stiles, he had the pincher hands where he had like it was like this, and it looked like he had a lobster hand, but in my story it's a crab hand, and because his hand's a little bit bigger, and it's only his right hand, I believe. I think it's his right hand that has the crab hand. So he lives a normal life, he's a private investigator after his many years of being undercover for the police as a gang affiliate. So one day he opens up his own new agency right next to a comic book shop and an abortion clinic, and he's waiting for his first client. So anyways, it turns out someone is killing people with deformities, and it's up to him to catch the killer before it's too late. And when I say it's too late, I can't tell you what it is that is too late, because I haven't really written it yet. So it can change. I've already kind of made a few characters up, and I have a few more characters to build up. I have to make a few red herrings, because that is the type of book that it is. It's a crime book, so you need red herrings. And yeah, that's what my book's kind of about. There's a serial killer killing people with deformities, and nobody gives a shit, because they're just people with deformities. So this one's a little personal to me, actually. I wrote it. I was starting it out as a fun little story about a guy with a crab hand, but then it slowly turned into something else. So like for me, I had a birth injury, a traumatic birth injury. I was born wrong. I came out the wrong way, and I had the umbilical cord wrapped around my neck. So basically, I was tying nooses, but way back then too. So sorry, that's a joke. That's a bad joke. Anyways, that was a really poor taste of humor, Nick. But anyways, I got that cord wrapped around my neck. I came out looking straight up at the ceiling, and yeah, I because of that, I probably have all the issues I have now due to that birth injury. So I was hard of hearing. I was blind for the first day or two, I believe. I think that's what happened. I was there, but I wasn't really there, if you know what I mean, if you catch my drift. And they put me in not an incubator, but like a tent, and it kind of was an incubator, and they tried to do their best to make sure I was okay. My mom didn't get a hold of me for a long time. My point of all this, why I'm saying this, is because I like to consider myself an oddball. I have high-functioning autism, and very high-functioning. And I have tics, so I'll, out of nowhere, I'm my eyes are, going rapid blinking, and I'm, rubbing my legs, or my hands start wagging, one of the two, and they call that stimming. And to me, I always was made fun of for that. It kind of felt like there was something people saw in me that they could make fun of, and I felt like I was a victim to that. And so anyways, basically what I'm trying to say is I feel for this main character called Dom. His name is Dominic, so if you can connect the dots there, my name's Nick, his name's Dominic. I put a lot of myself in the character. I also put a lot of myself in the brother. I put a lot of myself in everything, I write. So I'm really putting myself into this story. It's a little personal for me, and yeah, I'm really enjoying writing it. So yeah, this video went on way too long. This is over 30 minutes. Whew. But anyways, I hope you guys are having a great day. I hope you have a spooky night. I'll catch you in the next video. This has been a book tag, the end of the year book tag. Happy New Year if I don't see you anytime soon. I should see you on Tuesday, which would be, the 29th? So I might see you before the New Year. But anyways, if I don't see you before the New Year, Happy New Year, guys. I hope you guys are enjoying your day. Check out my 2 giveaways. I don't have like anybody entered in one of the giveaways, and I think I have 5 people entered in the Daniel J. Volpe giveaway. I said his name wrong in the video. I apologize, but yeah, it's Daniel J. Volpe. I just read it as Volpe. I don't know why. I guess I thought it was similar to Jolt or Colt or something like that, but it's Volpe, so my bad. And yeah, I already said my outro, so I'm going to say peace out, guys. Have a great day.